Hi, this is Jeana from Art of Skincare. In today's show, I'm going to talk about premature jowling and nasal labial folds. So if that's an issue that you want to tackle, stay tuned. At Art of Skincare, I get a lot of questions about premature jowling and nasal labial folds. And so I want to kind of answer some questions about why that occurs and what's happening there. I know a lot of you guys are using all kinds of devices, microcurrent devices, RF devices, ultrasound devices, and you're just not getting the results that you want. And so let's really address what's going on here. So when I say premature jowling, I mean jowling that starts before the age of 70. We really shouldn't have jowling before that unless we're carrying a lot of extra weight. So what's happening here is that we have a stagnation that can happen. As we age, we see more and more stagnation. That's just the fluids and everything moving slower. When all of that slows down, the skin gets unhealthy, it's not glowing anymore, and we get this puffiness going on. So we have a lot of lymphatic vessels in this area of our face and underneath in this area of our face. Those are the main areas for lymphatic drainage. And when we're not getting good movement through those areas, that's what causes that puffiness. When we have that puffiness going on, it slows everything down. We start getting fat pad cells that are too big and they're not the right size and they're not reproducing the way they should. We have collagen production that just slows down. Everything kind of goes in a decline if we have a stagnation happening in this area. So a lot of the devices that y'all are using, a lot of the microcurrent devices are really just geared towards the muscle structures under the skin, and they're geared towards firming those muscles. But what happens if you're in your 30s or 40s and you're seeing jowling going on right here? That's not muscle. That's not lazy muscles in your face. That is a stagnation of the interstitial fluids in your skin. And that's why when you're trying to do all that firming with your microcurrent, you're just not seeing the results. I was very frustrated with this myself, and I helped MyoLift 70 Wellness in MyoLift. I helped them to create a device using some of the more advanced microcurrent understandings to create waveforms that will actually go after the lymphatics, go after the fascia and all that interstitial fluid, and get all of that behaving better in a younger, more youthful way. And that's when we see a real difference in this jawline and the nasal labial folds. So today I'm going to talk about the TriWave. Here it is. I collaborated with MyoLift on this. In the TriWave, you get 3 waveforms. One waveform goes after the lymphatics. One waveform goes after the fascia and the interstitial fluids in the fascia. Now you have to remember that in the fascia, that's where the hyaluronic acid is, which hydrates and plumps the skin. That's where we see the birth of fibroblasts activity and new cells being generated and collagen being generated. So the lymph and the fascia are super important. So we have in here, we have waveforms that address lymph and the fascia, as well as waveforms that address the muscle health under the skin to keep the muscles really vital. But if you're using a microcurrent device that only goes after the muscles, you're just missing a whole lot of other waveforms that microcurrent is so great for. So modern day microcurrent, taking it into that next level, is going to be a microcurrent that addresses all those different layers under the skin. So the way we use the TriWave to address this area is so simple. You can do a treatment that's just once per week, and it's not a hard treatment to do. Your TriWave comes with these little masks. They look like this. I've got them hooked up to my device. I have tutorials on my website. Those of you who buy your TriWave from Art of Skincare, we have a special education channel for you guys where you can learn how to do all of these treatments. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to show you, let's actually grab the neck strap. This is a neck strap, so this is going to address the lymphatic drainage in this area under the chin. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my little device here, and then my pads. my little strap. I'm gonna attach that here and I'm gonna put it behind my ears because my ears help to hold the strap on. It sticks on really well. Now these stick on really well if you have really clean, dry skin. If you have not washed your face first, these will not stick and they'll fall off and they'll frustrate you. So we put these on. This one around the lips is going to address the nasolabial folds, and it's going to address the lymphatic tissue that's underneath this area. So now you can see with this treatment, I am addressing both areas at the same time. On my device, on the settings, I'm going to choose, first of all, erase. I'm going to push it twice and then push run. I'm going to run erase for 5 minutes. Erase is just going to get the circulation moving throughout my fascia. It's going to get the interstitial fluids moving around, and it's going to be perfect for then doing 10 minutes of rejuve, which is going to go after more of that lymphatic system and getting the lymphatics to release. Now, sometimes you could do, if you want to spend a little more time, you could spend 5 minutes on erase, 10 minutes on rejuve, and then another 5 minutes on erase. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get things moving. Then we're going to release. We're going to use rejuve to release lymphatic and do some detoxifying. And then we're going to put on erase again for a few minutes to clear that out and get all of that moving out through the fascia, not being stuck in this area. So just by doing a simple 20-minute treatment once a week, you will see a dramatic difference in the nasolabial folds and in the jowling that can happen here. That's how easy this treatment is. So exciting. So you're just spending 20 minutes doing your treatment. When you're done, you just remove the pads and go about your regular skincare. Put on your serums, your moisturizer, your sunscreen, and you are good to go for the day.